Type wants to retire. Boarding school warden. 5 killed. World War II shipwrecks. Type wants to retire and pass leadership to younger leader. Chief Minister Sri Abdul Taib Mahmud again announced that he will retire and pass the baton of leadership to younger leaders. He did not indicate when he would step down nor mention potential successor to his post. Taib, who is 77 years old now, noted that he was one of the 2 long-serving leaders left in the PBB, the backbone of the state Barisan Nasional. Taib hoped the Bumiputra community would continue to accept new PBB leader as the state progresses. Boarding school warden accused of raping student. A boarding school warden was arrested after he allegedly raped a 16-year-old girl at a secondary school in Siburan. The 54-year-old suspect was detained at the school by police at 1:30 p.m. after a report was lodged by the victim, who is a boarder at the school, following the incident which is said to have occurred around noon on September the 9th. Palawan District Police Chief Superintendent Pauzi Bujang said the victim alleged that she was raped by the warden inside a room at the school. 5 killed, 7 injured after van crashes into lorry. 5 workers from the Samalaju Industrial Park died when the van ferrying them home from work crashed into the back of a lorry parked at the site of Bintulu-Miri Coastal Road, about 42 kilometers from Bintulu at 7:45 p.m. on September the 11th. 7 others in the van, including the driver, were injured and sent to the government hospital by ambulance, which rushed to the scene together with the police and fire and rescue department personnel. It was reported that the engine of the lorry had caught fire earlier, forcing the driver to abandon it. Police had arrested the driver of the van for further investigation. World War II shipwrecks stripped. Divers had plundered the wrecks of 2 Japanese World War II warships, the Katori Maru and Hiyoshi Maru, off the coast of Santubong over the years, stripping them of artifacts or movable parts. Scuba instructor Ernest Teo, who brought this sad state of affairs to the Bonapos, said lack of legislation and policies are putting local dive sites at grave risk of losing their historical, cultural, and tourism significance. Teo, who had been organizing diving trips to the wrecks for locals and tourists for 9 years, highlighted that currently there is no law to stop people from removing items from these sunken ships, which he called living museums. Aside from destroying the historical value of these sites, the removal of artifacts from shipwrecks will also cause a significant negative impact on underwater tourism in the state. TYT's 92nd birthday do colourful. Head of State Tun Datuk Patinggi Abang Muhammad Salahuddin's 92nd birthday celebration was blessed with fine weather on September the 14th. As Salahuddin and his wife took their place on the grandstand, the entire stadium stood for the state anthem Ibu Pertiwiku. The TYT then descended to the tracks to inspect the guards of honor. The march past the grandstand was one of the highlights of the morning, presenting an opportunity for the contingents to demonstrate precise marching and creativity in representing their group. After the obligatory cake cutting, the morning's activities concluded with Salahuddin departing for the State Legislative Assembly building for the next leg of the ceremony to confer state orders, decorations, and medals to 989 recipients on the honor list.